All right. So I was gonna redo the first video since the lighting is kind of poor actually in the first one, and I got that sorted out now. You can actually see the sign behind me. I guess it's over the side from your perspective, but yeah, anyway, so I was gonna do that, and then as I was getting ready, and I had to fix the Rolfendorf voice because I went to go improve it last night, and had some complications with audio and ended up getting some pretty interesting unexpected results from the 11 lab voice settings. So I got that sorted out now, and I guess we'll start off with a slight win is that I should have it open here. I won't be able to open it for a second, so just bear with me. I'll come right back. Sorry for the wait here. All right, sorry about that. Just had to open up the frame and log in and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the screencast. There we go. And make sure the audio looks okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so just just to show you the improvement to the Rolf voice, I did some additional recordings and I regenerated the speech. To walk you through the problems that I had when I did it was I didn't realize that the audio wasn't actually recording, even though during all of my tests it recorded during the three different attempts that I did on the first video yesterday. Everything recorded fine, but the audio when I actually recorded the Rolf voice was not working, which is too bad because it was, I mean, probably about 10 minutes of me really straining my voice to do it. So it was all completely silent. There was no audio at all. So, fun fact: if you upload complete silence, but it's actually still a file, so it's 10 minutes of silence. If you upload that to 11 Labs, you get a random voice every time you access the voice ID. It's a different voice, female, male. Like just like comical narrative. There's even some like accent voices that came up. So it's I don't know how exactly the silence is generating, but it's obviously messing up their algo. So that's pretty funny. So if you want a random voice, we might play with that later. But in the meantime, here's the new version of the Rolf voice. You can let me know in the comments if you think it's better or worse than the other one.
Yes, I am the master of my own fate. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
We gotta add like some breaks. I think you do break. It's like break equals 1.5 seconds, something like that. Is that the right syntax? Something like that. Let's try.
Yes, I am the master of my own fate. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
All right, well that one didn't work out, but it sounds pretty funny. So it sounds almost a little more like pirate like this one, but I think it came out better and it's a lot more clear. So I definitely got the audio sorted out, which is good. I also did the professional voiceover, which there's some discrepancy in some of the notes and feedback and advice from the community on that one, but it
Even the most terrible beginnings can turn into beautiful endings when the direction is changed.
so it sounds really close. I'm going to improve it over time and add more audio and get him to do another one. But no, this one came out really well, and this is only with about 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so of sample audio, full high quality, like intended for this, all same tone, and doing kind of a narrative style, that kind of thing. So I followed all the advice on like YouTube videos and their official feedback on the website and all that. But anyways, once you submit it all, it actually tells you that you like need minimum 2 hours content, which some of the advice I was saying was that they normally recommend anywhere between, I think it was like 10 minutes to 3 hours. And they said the sweet spot's around the like 30, 35-minute mark. So anyways, that's what I tried to do. I think that the results came out great. could potentially get even better results if I do another round. So we'll see if I do that maybe live on stream next month, or maybe I'll do a recording of it or something. So okay, so let's test it out. Hey, it's .dev. Hey, it's .dev.
Hey, it's .dev.
I mean, it doesn't say .dev very well. .dev. Let's try that. Hey, it's .dev.
Hey, it's .dev.
Pacing's a little off. Could probably do a little tweaking of these settings. Lower that a little bit. And lower that. Let's see what we get.
Hey, it's .dev.
Erasing this. And actually, maybe we want it to be more stable instead of less. Okay, let's give that a go.
Hey, it's .dev.
Oh, not bad. Okay, so we can tweak this later, but those are the two things I kind of did last night off camera. And now let's get back to the current state of the app. So it's not working. It's not erroring. I added a couple of different input fields because I thought originally that this was probably an audio device issue, and I found that there's a couple of duplicate utils, so I cleaned all of that stuff up. You can see let me just stretch this out. There we go. So you can see some of the basic changes here. I'm just like removing some useless debugging history. It just kind of changed the structure of where the utils are coming from. Added some additional speaker boost and stall exaggeration options to the different settings that we can include, and cleaned up some, I don't know why these CSS properties weren't working, but it was throwing an error with the Qt processor, so whatever, took them out. And yeah, you can just see I just cleaned up this utils file. I just like took I was looking at somebody else's voice assistant that they released open source, and they're using the real-time API, and I decided not to pursue it. So I accidentally had all this stuff in here, so I removed it all, and I just have the ones I wrote for the find input devices. Okay, so yeah, so that's where we're at. So what's happening is the program is running fine. Testing, can you hear me? And nothing. And then in, I don't know, 10 seconds or something, it's going to end its timer, and it's going to say, oh, hey, we didn't hear anything. This was just working, and then I was trying to change the audio devices because I said I changed this find input device. The code is literally identical. It's indeed finding it. It's passing it as expected. I even got it loading from the settings file correctly. So it should be even more advanced than ever, but we're still running into problems. So here's how I'm going to try to debug it. Hopefully this goes through well, because this has to be kind of a short one, and then I might jump on in a little bit. But okay. So right now we're sending over our instance of the Pi Audio. I even rebooted the computer and tested that. So sometimes you can have like devices crashing and pulse or whatever, so it can be a little odd. But no, it's nothing like that. Everything's loading up as expected, and all the audio on the rest of the computer is working. So we also give it a preferred device name. It's going to iterate through all of the devices that have an input channel of at least one or an output channel of one. And then it's going to basically try to get your preferred device. If not, it's going to try to get one device that at least fits. It has worked totally fine until now. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. The first thing I'm going to try, though, is I added this output device index because I was surprised that it didn't exist already. The input one was there. It wasn't fully implemented, so I did a little work on it. But the output one, where is here we go. I added this. So you know what? To be fair, this just might not even be correct. So let's close this down and try this again. Testing, can you hear me? It's not scrolling through with all the data. So okay, so it wasn't that. I'll leave this as a comment, actually. I could have done that easier. Okay, I'm gonna leave that as a comment just so I can come back to that. Actually, I should mark it as to do. And then let's go back over to the input device. Input device, where is my input device? There it is. Okay, So we're trying to grab what we've listed in the VA settings, which just open it up. Should be nothing, right? So it should say, hey, you can't find that one. I'm just going to find one that's acceptable. So let's see what we get in the actual logs here. All right, so we set verbose to true. So we're getting a list of all the inputs and outputs. The input, it's not as expected, actually. That's strange. It should be this one. This one doesn't have a hardware tag. Okay. I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's swap to this one then. Maybe that's... See, this is what I thought it was before, that it was just devices, but I tried this before I rebooted, and then when I came back and it still wasn't working on my first attempt, I figured I'd just go ahead with the stream. Why save you from all of the frustration that I'm going through? Okay, let's load it up. Testing, testing, can you hear me? Oh, oh.
I can see your messages. What would you like to discuss or test next?
I'm not sure if you're still echoing, so give me just a second here.
No problem. Take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so I'm not sure if she's coming through well on the stream or not, but I don't think it shouldn't be echoing now.
It sounds like you might be trying to check audio quality. Are you testing someone else's voice on screen?
Testing your voice on stream, Andrea.
It seems like you might be referring to someone named Andrea. Is there something specific you want to know or discuss about her?
Oh, right. You're the default settings. You don't know that you're Andrea yet.
Got it. Are you trying to adjust something about the stream or the settings?
Yep. Trying to adjust something about the stream and the settings.
What specific adjustments are you looking to make? Audio, video, or something else?
All right. Thanks, Andrea. Okay. So we definitely got to move this because it doesn't make sense to have one for each VA. We need like an app settings in its own file and then the VA YAML. So that's probably something that we can do tonight. Doesn't seem too bad. Let's just ensure that this is working correct. Andrea, how are you doing?
I'm just a bundle of ones and zeros, but thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, so now that that's working, what did we do again? Added input and output device options, cleaned up utils file, remove CSS operations that unknown reasons. Okay. Oh, well, I feel better now. That was Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can get the input device working again. I gotta try that. We're off, buddy. Say something.
Indeed, humor is just the universe's way of keeping us grounded in absurdity.
I mean, that's probably fair.
Yes, embracing the chaos of fairness is the first step to mildly tolerating life.
The responses are slow today, sadly. So we're not getting exactly real time.
Indeed, slow responses are just the universe's way of teaching us patience, or maybe just torturing us.
That is fair. That's a fair statement.
Yes, repeated fairness is the anthem of the unremarkable, truly a masterpiece of the mundane.
Excellent. Okay, thanks, Roll. All right, so let's move these settings over because that's pretty irritating. Okay, so we want an app settings file. Let's take our default, duplicate it, and we'll call this one app settings. So we don't need any of you. for you. Hello. All right, this is the stuff we need. So this is the app settings. And then I can remove it from here. I suppose I should be having AI do this boring stuff for me, but oh, sometimes you just want to do it. Okay. Okay, so now we need to make it load these settings. Go into our main file. So these settings. So we now need 2 of these. Where does the settings get? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we want to load, so we have 2 load settings. So we can probably reuse this function then, right? We'll just give it 2 files and call it something different when it's returned. Oh no, but this one's assuming it's default settings. Okay, so we couldn't have that anymore. We'd have to have a settings file, then default settings, which by default would equal this. And then obviously if we have a settings file, we're gonna do all the stuff. And yeah, we do still want to merge it, I think. I think that's fine. So we can have default app settings too. Oh yeah, that's nothing specified to try to load the VA settings. Which this one couldn't happen. So this would have to be changed. Okay, so if no settings file was provided, it's just gonna have to use default settings and not look for the file. Yeah, so you're gonna have to specify it. I think that's fine. I think we'll just change this to returning the default setting. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So now we want the app settings. Oh no, this will be the VA settings, and then the app settings. We won't ask for a CLI. We'll just know that it's an app. Okay. So then I need to just pass these things where it's needed, which is where we declare. I don't need you for a second. Gotta have the text so big so it's readable on stream. There's not a lot of real estate anymore. It's tough. I already had the text big, so this is beyond reason, I think, now. Sure does look great on the stream, though. Gotta give it that. All right. Where are we getting it? Where's the settings path? Didn't we just see it pass to the... It was when the assistant was created, wasn't it? Load settings is only ever called there, right? Yeah, okay. It literally was just called settings. Didn't we just pass it right here where it was instantiating the assistant? Well, I don't know where it went. Look for that in the assistant thread. Where we passed it in. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's just assuming that it's a global, I guess. Well, that's lame. Well, then let's do the app settings and the VA settings. And let's go to our assistant file. Man, I'm not debuting AI at all. I feel like I've just lost. You know, with the audio devices though, for some reason, I don't know if it's just Sonnet. I did try a couple of the other ones, not extensively though. Obviously, Sonnet is where I spend most of my time. But it just really tanks it. Like I don't know if it was just having some hallucination fest last week or whatever it was, but it was just it ground to a complete halt. I just literally wrote it off and said that it just doesn't know how to do Pi Audio properly because it just even when I had it working, I'd go and ask for something like not completely unrelated, obviously, but you know, I'm like not changing the the basic audio structure, and it would just go revert to the original one that didn't work, and you know, not even like the two iterations that also didn't work, you know, until I looked it up manually and was like, oh, you're just doing it completely wrong. It just goes back to it, so it's like that's frustrating. It's frustrating that it doesn't trust the code that I've written, or at least ask me about it. Like, you know, this appears to be wrong. Do you want to change it? Just outright changes it when we're working on something semi-related. So, anyways, I wrote it off for audio, but we'll throw it back into the mix here in a second. I just want to get this cranked out, which I suppose I can't do if I'm talking the whole way through. Okay. Just need, here we go. This is all I need to do. And then, oh, that was true. Do we not use settings in the rest of it? Oh, of course. Yeah, just to do this. Okay, but that makes sense because we still, but then now it's not settings, it's app settings. Okay, I think that should work just swell. Load this baby back up. Oh, not as swell as I was hoping. And main app settings is not defined. Right, main where 182. All right, not actually main 182, huh? 104. No, those are defined. No, see, how is settings defined then? Okay, so hold on. Settings is being defined as a global sign out. Where is that happening? Uh, Maybe it should just be VA. Well, no, it's gonna mess me up if I change it now. Okay. See, because it's saying it's setting the global here. See, it shouldn't be doing that. It should just be setting what we're gonna return. So we should say result equals default. We'll copy that, decopy it. And then we don't want to do this. Okay, I think that's right. We just gotta go get coffee up there. Oh, right, and I gotta fix this. because this is now load default VA settings. And then I have to take this part. Oh no, just this part out. And we also want, there we go, beauty. Click on the old one. We don't need you anymore. We're going to use the load default VA settings if nothing's provided. Or actually, no. Oh no, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's load the default VA settings. Nothing's provided. It's not really maybe the greatest interface. I forgot to get copy. No, whatever. I can make it explicit here. It doesn't mind. Okay. Okay, so now I just gotta get copy in here. Bet you Tab's already figured it out. Knew it. Alright, try that again. And go! Hello?
Indeed, a splendid echo in the void of online existence. Truly riveting.
Yes, indeed! Riveting to the extreme!
Yes, an exhilarating cycle of agreement spinning wildly into the stars of the Banal.
That's pretty funny. Okay. So now that we have that loading correctly in the settings, I think I'm going to call it here for a bit, but I'm going to be streaming again in like an hour. And I think what we'll do from there is try to kind of redo the demo video where I'm introducing the website and kind of what the idea of the channel is and all that. And we'll go from there. All right. I'm going to set it out now, and then I'll see you guys in about an hour.